All right, I don't know what the hell I'm watching, a bunch of violinists on the field, but we should be live. Happy first day of the World Series, everyone. It's Friday, October 24th, just a hair before 8 p.m., and in a few minutes, the Blue Jays will be facing the Los Angeles Dodgers. I better mute this. This is really annoying right now. I'm listening to the anthems. I've got two different feeds up here. I've got the Sportsnet feed and the official Fox feed on Fox Sports. That's right. If you do not have access to the World Series at home, now you do. This is an official Fox link. So I'll pin that. But that is where you can watch the game. So that's amazing. So you can watch it. You won't get our Canadian friends watching it. Oop, it says excellent connection, but it was just doing something. Hopefully everything's working. But yeah, you can pull that link up if you don't have access to it. And I think the game will work, which is kind of cool. So you can watch the Fox feed. I'm getting a message here. Apparently the camera work is weird on the YouTube one, says someone. But thank you so much for tuning in. So the way this works is I'm going to sit here and watch the World Series. And I'm going to have a beer. And you're free to chat along with me and with our awesome community in the chat over there. Phuket Walk says, thank you, Johnny. Link is awesome. Yeah, you can watch. It's free, apparently. I mean, normally you don't share sketchy links on YouTube because you can get in trouble, but this is like Fox Sports, the official channel. They didn't like region lock it or geo lock it. I thought maybe that would just be for the US only, but here in Canada, it's working. If it stops working, maybe just throw on a VPN and head over there. But yeah, so what we're going to, that guy looks like a brown John Lovitz. So what we're going to be doing is just watching the game, hanging out together. Trey Yesavage is on the hill versus Snell, who has got like a 1 point something ERA in the Sky Dome. That's nuts. But Steph Curry's here, Phuket Walk's here, Kartik, Alicia, Vivian, Claudia, Madano, Diaries of Sarika, Steph Curry, Harjot, and everyone else, thank you so much for tuning into this. Mark D. Noni says, this is amazing. Are you going live for all the games? A dream come true. I don't know. I've got a function or a malfunctioning light up there. It might be flickering a little bit, but here. I don't have commentary on this Fox feed. I wonder if this is how it's going to be. But I do have commentary on the Sportsnet feed. Hey, Cito Gaston. Go Cito. Legendary Blue Jays manager. So the first pitch will be soon. We've got Bo Bichette playing second base for the first time since he was in the minor leagues in 2019. Which means George Springer is going to be leading off and playing DH. Kartik says the CBC website is streaming it for free. Is that even live updates? Toronto Blue Jays to take on. I don't see where the stream is on the official website, but. Ryan says, no, it was a pregame show. Oh, so that was about the CBC. Well, hopefully this Fox link works. They've got 27,943 people watching. We've got 75. But I'm very grateful for all 75 of you. And Flick Hunter, cheers to you. We're going to have a mascot lightweight light lager, low calorie beer. That dude pretty much has my exact physique. There's not even any need for me to take my shirt off to show you guys. You can totally trust me. David Ing says, Brooklyn in the house. Welcome, David Ing. I've been completely avoiding any type of like social media or Reddit before this game. I just went out, I made a video, I made a live stream, then I made another video. And now we are here. So we should have the score down in the bottom left. Is this Fox stream supposed to be for the full game or just the first inning? Their stream description indicates it might only be the first inning. I watch live pregame and the top of the first inning. Oh, I'm going to remove that link. Thank you for being eagle-eyed there. I'm going to take that off of... I had that stream... That is very cheeky, Fox. Why would you do just the top of the first inning? But there we go. I got the Fox feed over on the big channel. I'm going to watch this on Sportsnet. Sorry about that, guys. Janice says, got my J shirt on. Awesome. You know what? I'm going to open up the door to my balcony. It's a little hot in here, especially with this stupid floodlight beaming down on me. One sec. And do you want to hear something crazy? This Blue Jay jersey that I'm wearing right now is going to be on TV tomorrow at the game. My friend who's got premium tickets, he's sitting very near home plate, just a few rows up, just messaged me saying, hey, do you have a Jays jersey I can borrow? And I messaged him right now. And I said, yeah, you can come borrow this. So he's going to wear this to the game tomorrow. Harjot changed his logo to a Blue Jay logo. All right. Let me get this game on full screen. This is fucking nerve-wracking. I posted a poll. 87% of you voting for the Jays. 5% of you say the Dodgers. 8% of you don't care. And the ESPN site says delayed. We've got Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, born of Canadian parents, Smith, Hernandez, Muncy, Hernandez, Edman, and Pages. Pages is a bit of a weak spot in their lineup, but he would be like the only one. And for the Jays, Springer leading off, Schneider in left field instead of Lucas. Vlad Guerrero Jr. batting the 3-hole. Bo Bichette in the cleanup, which is going to give some nice protection for Guerrero. Kirk behind the dish. Varsho out in center. Ernie Clement, the guy with the name that sounds like he was born in the 1920s or something. Played some old-timey baseball. He'll be on third, batting seventh. Miles Straw in right field. We haven't seen a whole lot of Miles Straw. And Andres Jimenez. So Lucas and Barger not in the lineup. Schneider not liking the lefty-lefty action, but it's very possible we're going to see Lucas and Barger enter the game later. Barger, being super versatile, can play the outfield or third base. Lucas would be an outfielder. Lucas could also be a good pinch running candidate, possibly for Bichette. We'll have to see how well Bichette is running, if he can even get on base. Diaries of Sarika, you called me. I didn't pick up. Yeah, I don't. That's not my real number. We're not doing calls during this. I'm watching the game. I might have to fix that. It looks kind of like I'm trying to have like a romantic dinner or something with this lighting. But yeah, the game's on Sportsnet in Canada, Fox in the States, if you want to see the top half of the first inning, you can see that on Fox. Unfortunately, it's not the full game. But yeah, let's get this beer open. Mascot Lightweight Light Lager. Hopefully these things aren't going to be going down like water. Today was a workout day. I don't really want to have more than one beer. Kill those gains, but it's all good. I was on Sportsnet 1, but changed it to Sportsnet Ontario. Cheers to everyone out there in baseball land. Go Jays! If you're a Dodgers fan, I hope your guys do well, but still lose. Make it kind of a win-win, but for those that can't watch, maybe if I put these on, you can see the game and the reflection. Janice Pike says maybe City. But let's go. World Series, baby. I like how it says delayed. Howard Charco is here. Cheers, Blue Jays. Greetings, Howard. Cheers indeed. Oh, by the way, Howard, my friend's coming over to pick up this jersey tomorrow. I might have him run me over to a certain address and pick something up. I know it's just around the street, but he'll be here in his Tesla, as the orange Dorito would say. Let's go. Can you get Fox over the air in Toronto? We can indeed get Fox over the air. If you're facing the lake, you can pick it up. I know some people, like me, I kind of get it. I have an antenna that's stuck to, I face east, and if I play with my antenna, I can get Fox, but then that knocks out a whole bunch of other channels I get. So, yeah, that kind of happens. I'm going to try to pace the drinking. Christo says, I'm not sure I can be friends with someone owning a Tesla. Hey, he bought it before any of this shit went down. Howard Charco needs a 6-pack of cookies. That's one way to get through the night. I can give you a box, Johnny. You can watch so many movies and TV shows. Johnny, don't do those boxes. I got my own magic sauce. The game is playing on City TV, at least in Toronto, says Lori M. That is neat. Thanks for the information, Lori. So, unfortunately, some new TVs don't come with TV tuners. They're just trying to save money. But if your TV has a TV tuner and you've got a sight line to put it on, or if you can hook up an HD TV antenna to it, you can pick up all sorts of channels. And if you get a clear signal, it's going to be better quality than what you're getting through cable or streaming. But that is excellent information. Thank you, Lori. There's the Sky Dome. Oh man, I'm nervous. This streaming is helping me deal with that. Otherwise, I would be like a friggin' nervous wreck just sitting on my couch watching. Listening to Buck and Dan. Yes, the Jays have home field advantage. Here comes Shohei Ohtani facing the dude who has been through every level of the minor leagues and is now at 22 years old, the game one pitcher of the World Series. And no, it wasn't because of injuries to other players or where they were in the rotation. He legitimately earned it. He should be pitching one of these first two games. Oh, fuck. I'm nervous. Let's go. And thanks to all 96 of you who have tuned in. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell. So we've got Shohei Ohtani DHing. Mookie Betts, the former Red Sox at short, Freeman, the Canadian, at first base. I think his like aunt or someone is on the Golden Bachelor. Will Smith catching. Teoscar Hernandez right field. Max Muncy third base. Enrique Hernandez left field. And I missed the bottom two. Is Springer DH? Yes. The second youngest and most inexperienced pitcher to ever start Game 1 of a World Series. All right, Blue Jays, do not be distracted by Ohtani's thighs, it says. The Morgan Freeman video from Game 1 last year blew that one out of the water. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I am a Papa Gummy for the culture. Holy shit. Cynthia Sunflowers watching from New York. Greetings. There's Pete Walker. I think Trey is savage. He's just one of those dudes. His heart beats a little slower than the rest of us. Like, he's got the slowest heartbeat in the stadium right now, I bet. This kid has ice in his veins. Let's go. First pitch of the World Series. And it's a ball down and in. Pretty anticlimactic. Climatic? I think I said that right. Oh, God. This is the greatest player to ever play baseball hitting. And not just my opinion, but most people's. There's a strike. Buck said that high fastball is going to be a key, but I don't know. You throw high to these guys and the Dodgers will murder you. Johnny is deaf nervous. He's mispronouncing words. Yeah, my mind is going a mile a minute. Let's go, you savage. Cam! High and out of the zone. It's all good. Man, when I was 22 years old, I don't think I could imagine being in this position. Strike three! Woo! Strikes him out with a splitter. Your first ever appearance in a World Series. You face the best player to ever do it, and you strike him out. Somebody keep that ball, authenticate it, and put it aside. Give it to Trey. That is incredible. And now you have to face Mookie Betts. Like, this team is just fucking relentless. It's just all-star after all-star after all-star after all-star. Let's go, you savage. 2-0 on Betts. Steve Reich. You savage looking on, baby. Ooh. Umpy gives him a call 2 inches off the plate, and he gets the strike. Should be 3-1, but it's 2-2. You hate it when umps fuck up, but you take it when it goes in your favor. Let's go, Trey. Check swing, full count to Betts. Marge says Trey's parents are in tears. I mean, this guy's status is already cemented as a legendary start to his career. Ground ball to short. Jimenez, easy ball. Let's get through this one. 3 up, 3 down. Hey, the Raptors are beating the Milwaukee Bucks in a game nobody gives two shits about. 81-78. Diaries of Sarika says Trey should come back. Well, he's under contract, so unless something really bad happens, he's definitely coming back next year. Here's the Canadian. Mom is from Toronto. His late mom is from Toronto. First pitch, fouls off. Carl says this is a real test of Savage. Hope he can get through this. Let's go, Savage. Similar pitch, same result. Fouls it back. Yeah, his mom died of melanoma when he was 10. She was from Toronto. His dad was also Canadian. I'm not sure where his dad was from, but he's got dual passports. But he plays for Team Canada. Jack CW says the Raptors lead the Bucks 210 to 160. Struck out Otani, got Betts to ground out. And Bo Bichette with his first play on the right side of the infield. Pretty easy play. Any one of us woulda, coulda, shoulda made it, but hey, good job, Bo. Now the fun starts. The real fun starts. We might see Bo Bichette for the first time in a month this inning. Chris Mills says, few indeed. Oh, man. What are they saying on the official game thread on Reddit? I've defaulted to the Blue Jays because I'm Canadian, not out of love or loyalty to the team, but my doomer prediction is that the Blue Jays will win game 1 to give Canada hope, but then LA wins after that because nothing good could ever happen in this world. Bo is looking great in D so far. Well, that was kind of a gimme he got there. I see the guy with the big arms is back at his usual spot. Oh, the super jack dude. Savage's release point hurts my shoulder to look at. I don't even think I can get my shoulder that up high. He does kind of fade to the side, though, so it's not a dramatic physical angle. Bloodhound says, hello, Medano. Do you guys remember Candy Maldonado? There's a name from the past. Now batting, Candy Maldonado. Shohei doesn't play the field. Massive muscle guy is there. This is the level of chat that I'm having. Lane McLeod remembers Candy. Martin Maldonado too. I don't remember Martin Maldonado. Hey, we've got over 100 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. I was out live streaming around the dome earlier. I had something to do. Then I made a video around the dome, so that'll be tomorrow. I also made a video before that. Picked up some Harveys on the way home. Scarfed that down. Set this stream up. And here we are. I've got the game over on the 65-inch OLED. I've got it on the 27-inch QHD. We're not watching in 4K, but QHD in front of me. JD says Trey Savage is very calm. Indeed. Dodgers fans hating on Springer. At least our star player doesn't get on games. Here comes Springer. Hit a dinger, Springer. First pitch from Snell. Snell might just be the best pitcher in all of baseball. Him or Skubal. It's a pretty elite group he's in. 1-0 to Springer. Springer grounds out. easy play for bets. That was a tough. Paul Skeens is definitely the best. I don't know about that. The Dodgers have two dudes that you could put in that combo. If you gave me the choice, I'd take Skubal. If I could just pluck one pitcher off of any team. It's crazy that we're seeing Schneider. We barely saw him last series. But the Jays clearly playing lefty-righty matchups. Let's go, Davis. All right, take the pitch. Run the pitch count up. He's up to all of 4. Yeah, it's just his 4th postseason start. Oh, Schneider, no! All right. 5 pitches, that's no good. What we absolutely have to do is get that pitch count up. No less than 10, 11 pitches an inning, Jays. All right, Vladdy, have a 5-6 pitch at bat. Even if you get out, you got to run that pitch count up. If you swing early, it better be a meatball. Takes a strike. Change up on the outside corner of the plate at the knees. Ball high, 1-1 to Vladdy. I get to watch Skeens for every start. He's amazing to watch. I've only seen him pitch twice this year. I've seen a lot of Skubal, and I've seen a fair bit of Snell. Good eye, Vladdy. Working the count. Come on. When Vladdy's in the zone, his eye is so good. Nervous energy. 3-1. Snell might be pitching around him. They know Bichette hasn't seen live pitching in like a month. Why give Vladdy something he can work with? So this might be by design. Ooh, Vladdy threw the bat and took off to first. Showing up the ump a little bit. He saw a spider and had to throw the bat at it. Gertej likes to take their nephew to see Blue Jay games. Vladdy, foul ball. Good thing we've got him up to 11 pitches now. All right, Vladdy, get on base. Let's keep cranking up this pitch count. That's job 1 versus this guy. Got to get him deep and get into that bullpen early. First 2 batters did not help. Let's go, Vladdy. Ball 4. Vladdy takes the base. And here comes Bichette. First time in a very long time we've seen this dude. Man, a hit here would be so sweet. Let's go, Bo. Ball 1 inside. Working that pitch count, 13. Good stuff. His first playoff appearance this year. Game 1 of the World Series. Good shit. Good eye. Leave that bat in your shoulder. 14 pitches. Let's go, Bo. Three and 0. Snell challenging him up, but not in the zone. Yes! What a boy, Bo! Swinging on 3-0, putting Vladdy on third. Woo! Turns it loose on 3-0. Very, very soft contacts. That a boy. Bo's back, baby. Let's fucking Bo. Yeah, Teoscar, not the best arm out there. He has some adventures out in right field. Now who's up? Kirky? Or... All right, Kirky. Base hit. Puts us on the board. Do that thing the Blue Jays do. Ball one. 17 pitches. Runners on first and third. Let's go, Kirky. 1-1, turning you down. I'm ahead of your stream. Sorry about that. I'm on the official Rogers Sportsnet stream. Two and one. Snell struggling to get control. He's got command issues. Whew. Someone from Milwaukee said you're allowed to hit against this guy. Samantha says, got the game on. My boyfriend is out getting you candy and pop and brisket for dinner. Ready for the game? What a man. I hope he's got it on the radio or something. There is no chance in hell I am leaving the house to get anyone anything at this point. Once the game has started. Buy that man a ring. 3-1. Snell having control issues. Up to 20 pitches. First two batters, 4 pitches. And here we are on pitch 21 in the inning. Even if the Jays don't score, you got to feel like this is a nice little victory. Greetings to Shography. Kirky swings, full count. Off-speed pitch. All right, Kirky, have an eye, buddy. Whew. Yeah, we're going to get to see Bichette start early here. Let's go, Kirky. Fouled off. Whew. Got that pitch count up. So they went 3 up, 3 down. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, an absolute gauntlet of stars. And we got Kirky up here. Trying to get us on the board. Let's go, Kirky. Ooh. Fight it off. Fight it off. Make him come back in the zone. This is an 8-pitch at bat. How do you not love this? How do you not love this? The Jays are doing their thing. Bottom of 1, game 1, versus the best pitcher in the National League. Oh! Just foul. Had a little too much English on it. Whew. Let's go, Kirk. Full count. Yes! Ball 4. By the way, if my stream is ahead of your stream, if I'm talking too fast, you can always pause YouTube and catch up, or you can pause the other stream to line it up with my stream. Ball 1 to Varsho. Blue Jays doing their thing. But yeah, that just occurred to me. If you want to like line up and have us in sync, you can do that. Ooh. Barely catches the plate. 1-1. Ooh, Varsho swinging at a ball down below the zone. 1-2. Greetings, Chowdhury. Oh man, let's get a run here. Come on, boys. Oh fuck. But successful, very successful first inning. They ran up the pitch count. I'm going to go to the little boys' room. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a lot more nervous than I was during the other games. That's for damn sure. We back. We back. This is too nerve-wracking. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, Don Mattingly, first ever World Series. Apparently he joined the Yankees like a year after they're in the World Series, and then right after he left the Yankees, they made the World Series. I think 2 years after. He had bad luck in LA too. All right, you savage. He's still facing a murderer's row of players here. This is ridiculous. Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy. Let's get this nice and bright. 2-0. All right, put one in the zone, Trey. Let's go, buddy. In the zone. There we go. Pop my chair down a little bit. Where are the snacks? I have some snacks over there, but I'm not really feeling like eating. I just literally had dinner. The Goopy Life looking dapper. Hope you're watching the game. Getting acclimated to Toronto sports life. Fuck. Puts him on base. Oh boy. Let's go. Let's get a DP ball. Former Blue Jay, Teoscar Hernandez. I'm watching and showcasing you with my stream too. Awesome. All right, let's go, Trey. Let's get some DP action, baseball style. Thank you, Hank P. Says good luck to Toronto. Jeanette. Hope all is well down in Houston. Thank you for letting us have a very experienced George Springer in the lineup. He absolutely raked when he was in Houston. Might have been some trash can banging related success, but it is what it is. There we go. Yes. I think this ump missed just one call this game so far. He's been pretty solid so far. Teoscar was asking where that was. Don't get in the ump's head. He's doing a good job. At least it's not Doug Eddings back there. Double play, double play. Can Bichette turn one? No chance. No chance. We'll take it. Not a bad turn, but they had no chance of getting him. Jimenez took his time. And then Bo made a nice slow turn. I'm surprised Bo even threw that to first. They both must have known they had no chance. I thought they had a chance, but I couldn't see where the runner was. All right, Max Muncy, third baseman, batting six. Lefty on righty action. Let's go. Fuck. Just dumps a pitch into left field. Chef Mario Cook's got me timed up perfectly now. Good shit. The Dodgers doing to us what we did to them last inning, although we did it with 2 outs. But we had a more dangerous part of the lineup up. All right, here comes Hernandez. Yeah, Enrique is having a pretty good postseason. Ooh, swings right through it. Springer didn't play in the first inning. Springer is a DH. He batted first. You must have missed Springer. Janice says, let's play ball. Yeah, we've got 106 people viewing. Thank you so much, guys. Fuck! Dodgers on the board. Hernandez having a good playoff so far. All right, limit the damage. Limit it at 1. We've got the bottom of the lineup here. Here comes Edman. That's weird. Only 1 out, 2. Runners on first and second. We gotta get Edman and then Pages. Do not let Ohtani get up this inning. that is the only thing that matters on planet Earth right now. Do not let Ohtani get up. Double play ball would be a chef's kiss, but I'll take a strike 3 right here. Let's go, you savage. Big inning, big moment. Nice block, Kirky. 2-2. March has finally got you synced. All you got to do is pause the stream that is ahead just enough to catch up with the other one. And then unpause. Oh, that's a infield hit. That is bullshit. What a lucky fucking swing of the bat by Edman. Kartik says looking a bit rusty. I don't think rust is the right word. I mean, that's just a lucky hit right there. Sometimes the ball hits the ground with that much English and it just pulls foul right away. All right, we need a double play ball in the worst of ways here with Ohtani on deck. Double play ball here is paramount. Let's go. And Bichette might not be the best dude out there to help turn to. But, man, you cannot let the number 9 hitter beat you here. Double play ball would be sick, but we got to get this guy. It's probably the weakest bat in the Dodgers starting lineup. How terrifying is that with Ohtani on deck? Ooh. Got him 0-2. All right, you savage. Jesse, maybe try searching Reddit. We can't post them here, unfortunately. O2 count. Oh, man. This is a stadium where everyone's got their cheeks clenched right now. Let's go, Trey. Let's get the K. Two and two. Yeah, I'm as nervous as that guy they just showed. That's... Ooh. Full count. Just low. I thought he was going to ring him up. But it was clearly down. Who's going to get loose in the pen? Chris Bassett? I think Chris Bassett might need to stand up in a moment. Yes, got him! Would have been ball four. Would have been ball four. Now, Shohei frickin' Ohtani coming up with the bases loaded. Yeah, the Jays went Aaron Judge Division Series, Cal Raleigh in the Championship Series, and now Ohtani in the World Series. That's fucking nuts. I mean, we've been making all those teams face Vladdy, so I guess fair is fair, but geez, that's a who's who of hitting right there. 1-1. To the greatest two-way player to ever do it. Sorry, Babe Ruth. Two and one. Carolina's glad this is a night game. Yes! Yes! Ohtani grounds out to first. That was a huge out. Oh, man. I don't know if the old ticker can handle this. Well, the good news is we got Snell's pitch count up pretty high, and he just had a bit of a extended rest there between innings. That was a pretty long bottom of the or top of the first. Yeah, we played the Dodgers, but I mean, one of the games was Scherzer versus Kershaw. regular season doesn't really carry over much to the postseason. Jillian says, do you know what time it is? Time is now. It's 8:52. Just reminding you. Thank you. Didn't know I needed that information. Digital Blade Canvas says that was close. Yeah, I mean, to leave the bases loaded and only give up a run in that situation, I think you take that. You absolutely take that. I mean, we've got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith coming up next inning. So that's not fun, but we've gotten Shohei Ohtani out twice now. Once in a very big spot with the bases loaded. Russell says, still going to send this jersey, get it signed. Was I ever going to get this jersey signed? Jays averaging 6.5 runs per game in the postseason. Dodgers 4.6. All right, Jays, let's tie it up. And here comes Ernie. The man with the name from the 1920s. All right, Snell, good start. 0-1 for him. Let's go, Ernie. Good at bats, Jays. Good at bats. Lots of pitches. Good swings. Good eyes. Let's go. So we've got Clement, Straw, and Jimenez. So Straw and Jimenez not. Yes. Yes. Clement golfs it to left field. Little bloop doing what he do. Good job, Clement. Vivian Johnson saying hello to Digital Blade Canada. Greetings, Vivian. Or Digital Blade Canada. If we lose this game, this might be the last one of these I do. I don't want to curse us. Let's go, Straw. Let's go, you magnificent man, Miles Straw. Christos is nervous eating. I've already got like crinkles all over my can. Come on, focus. Focus. Stupid fucking camera. Spend $2,000 on a camera and it can't even focus. Whew. Let's go, Straw. Kurtik says he rarely fails to get to base. That's going to bring Springer up this inning if he doesn't get doubled off. Well, Straw and Schneider haven't been getting a lot of burn. Lately. So we'll have to see, but good sign. Bo Bichette with a hit, his first at bat. Christo says the Jays rarely steal. Ooh. Ooh. Catcher hangs on. Straw got a piece of that, but if you foul tip on strike 3 and the catcher comes up with it, you, sir, are out. All right, Jimenez, let's have a jack to right field. Lefty on lefty action. Ball 1. That's very down. Anyone got World Series hats? No, I know some people that were looking at them. I'm not changing this hat. We've made it this far with me wearing this every game. It may not be blue. I got a blue hat in the closet, but I like this one. All right, Jimenez 2-0. Have an eye. Ooh, nice swing. I'll take it. Nice pitch right down the middle. Can't blame him for swinging at that. Gertej has a Blue Jays t-shirt. Let's go, Jimenez. Ooh, swings his helmet off. Let's go, Jimenez. Put it in play and don't double off Ernie. That's all we ask of you. Put it in play, don't double off Ernie. No way! That's bullshit. Oof. Jimenez checked a swing, but yeah, he tipped it into the glove, so that's a strikeout. Fuck. That's a really, really bad break. A lot of times catchers aren't going to be able to hang on to that. Yes! Save it first! Go to third! Go to third! Oh, no! Ernie! I don't hate it. I don't hate it. He almost put himself on third. I don't hate it. If only Clement didn't slow down there. Ernie, coach wasn't waving you in. Bases, we should have runners on first and second. And Schneider up, but instead Clement got thrown out trying to extend to third on the infield single by Springer. Someone says, now that's AL East base running. Yeah, you never... One of the cardinal sins of baseball is making the third out at third. I mean, if it's a force out, okay. Nothing you can do about that, but you never run into the third out at third. Unless, like, the game is well in hand and you're, you know, trying to get a cycle or something. Ernie, I think... I don't hate the aggressiveness, but I don't love what just happened. Where is 937 area code? Southwestern Ohio. I just got a phone call from Southwestern Ohio. I don't think that was a legitimate call. Something tells me I don't want to be taking that call. It'll probably be some Chinese message telling me about a DHL package I owe duties on or something like that. Oh no, that really fell. Come on, water thing. That was rough. That was tough, Ernie. That was tough. Diaries of Sarika says those are scam calls. Yeah, there's nothing calling me from that area code that will ever be important. No offense, Ohioans. Unless maybe, you know, like Cedar Point was like, hey, we got a lifetime of free park visits. All right, you savage. Man. 2 innings in a row, we had runners in scoring position and didn't cash. That last one, we just ran into and out at third base. 1-0 to Betts. Ooh, gets a break from umpire on that one. That was clearly a ball, but it wasn't called a ball. 1-1. Let's go, Trey. 2-1. Ken is live right now. There is no way that man is a baseball fan if he is live.
Find the Joker. Years ago, there was a guy walking around up at Bloor and Bay. He was laughing like the Joker. I think we branded him the Joker way back when.
I sent Ken a message. How are you not watching baseball? I wonder if he's going to address it.
You remember that, Greg? Yeah.
Hey, I see some people in this chat on his chat.
Live steam.
All right, Freddie Freeman's up. We got a runner on first. Let's go. Let's get a double play here.
Am I not watching? Everyone keeps telling me what's going on, so I guess I can keep track of what's going on while I'm outside at the same time.
Ken says everyone's telling him what's going on so he can keep track of what's going on while he's outside. I don't know, man. Digital Blade says he's streaming around the stadiums. He's lost his fan card. Let's go. 1-0. Can the Jays just come up again, please? Savage looked really good in the first. Top of third. 2-1 to Freddie Freeman. It is just so unfair. You have to go through all these amazing bats to get through this lineup. It's not often when your pitcher is only losing 1-0 in the third inning and you're already thinking about the bullpen, but my mind is thinking about the bullpen. My inner John Schneider wants to pull him. That's 2 walks in a row. I mean, not the end of the world. You walked Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Obviously, you want to challenge them and make them beat you. Who's throwing in the pen? Brandon Fisher? Are they saving Chris Bassett for game 4? I don't know. I think he could probably get you into like the 7th. There we go. Will Smith, the white edition, at the plate. This crowd is not as excited as they were earlier. Yes, strike 2. Pumps it right down the middle. That a boy. Chris Mills says somebody needs a double play. Harjot just had Chinese food for dinner. Get on your feet, crowd. All right. Let's get a K or a double play. Can't hate it. 2 strikes. Breaking ball away. Try to get him to chase. Just a little too far off the plate. That's all. Ball high. 2-2. Don't hate it again. Try to make him chase going high. But now you got to challenge him, you savage. Don't get cute. You've already walked 2 batters. We got to put this one in the zone and hope you get the better of it. Ooh. 3-2. Chris Orr just said Ken just said he isn't a baseball fan. No shit. If he was a baseball fan, he would not be on like Young Street live streaming right now. Which is fair. At least he's being honest, right? Like, my today and my tomorrow revolve around this game. Double play! No! Fuck. 2-0 Dodgers. They got an out. Freddie Freeman overran second base, so they got him hung up. All right, 2 runs. Hopefully that's all the damage there is. All right, let's get Hernandez out. You've still got Max Muncy. After, like, this lineup is just so deep. If we get Hernandez and Muncy out, then we've got Hernandez, Edman, Pages. Theoretically, that's our best shot at a 1-2-3 inning. So you Savage ideally should be able to get to 5 if he can just perfectly execute the next 5 batters. His control is not great. Snell doesn't have great command either. Chris Mill says, heads up play for Straw. Indeed. Yeah, if that was Springer out there, I don't think Freeman would have been nailed there. But all right, Trey. We've seen him get into hot water early in a game and then settle down. And all things considered, 2-0 against the Dodgers, not the end of the world. It could be so much worse versus this team. Let's just get out of this. Full count. First base is open. I don't hate it if he walks him here, but obviously you want to get him out. But we'll have a double play ball in play. Bichette! Yes! What a nice play at second by Bichette. Woo! Decent range. You're worried because a shortstop normally throws across their body. Bo had to like pivot and fire to first. And he made a nice play, nice throw, nice range. That's encouraging. That's encouraging. He's got a hit. The first ball that came his way was a layup, but that was a nice play. That was genuinely a nice play. If any second baseman made that, you would say the same thing. All right, let's get Muncy here. If we can escape this, only down 2, going into 4 with the bottom of their order coming up, 7, 8, 9. I'll gladly take that. Got to get Muncy, though. Otherwise, we're facing Ohtani for sure in the 4th inning. Let's leave that runner on 3rd and get Muncy. One and two. Looking good. Get on your feet, Skydome fans. You can't hate it if he gets them here. You can't hate it if he gets them. Let's go. Oof. Just inside. There's a dude whose biceps are literally like this big, just standing behind home plate. Yes, got him. Good shit, you savage. All right, little boys' room break. I'll be back. Bottom of 3 already. Thank you for hanging in there, all 100 of you. Claudia says, so I check the live stream when there's a commercial and Johnny's gone. All right, let's go. Who do we got up here? We've got Schneider, Guerrero, Bichette. All right, Blue Jays, do that thing you do. Oof. Curveball outside corner of the plate. Let's go, Davis. Good eye. Got him up to 45 pitches. Let's get that number up over 65 this inning. We got to get Snell out. Ooh, Davis, don't swing for that. 2-2. He has not seen a whole lot of live pitching. I mean, this is what the Jays do. They kind of platoon all these guys, Schneider, Lucas, Barger. We'll take it. Full count. Good eye. They're interviewing Schneider on Fox. Ooh. Was that a slider? That was such a good pitch. Such a good pitch. David says, dude, did you get younger? You look 30 tonight. I'm doing the Benjamin Button thing, dude. Let's go, Vladdy. Ooh, that could have been a strike. Probably a strike. We'll take it. So, yeah, what did Vladdy do in the first? He walked, right? 1-1. All right, we got Snell up to 50 pitches, third inning. We got to get this guy out of here in the fifth. So we're going to need to have some nice at-bats here. Foul ball. Yeah, the Jays already have 5 base runners on this dude. 2-2 count to Vlad. Let's go, buddy. Three and 2. Janice says hit the button and the bell. Thank you, Janice. Normally I go live Sunday nights on this channel, but we're doing some baseball watching tonight. Vladdy through the hole, left side, base hit. This man is possessed. One of the best all-time postseasons by a Blue Jay he is having right now. Possibly the best. Good shit, Vladdy. All right, Bo. Bo had one of those seeing eye ground balls to the right side last time. Let's go, Bo. Ooh, big rip. Big rip. Yeah, he was looking for a fastball there. He saw what he liked, but it was just up in the zone. Shit. .363 double play. That's by frustrated noise. Whenever I was playing Madden and I was losing, I'd go. Not a good feeling. Harjot says I sent you the email today. You sent me an email. I haven't checked my email in a very long time. Let's see. To Johnny Strides. Harjot says, hello, Johnny. Hope you're doing well. Go Jays, go. Thank you, Harjot. Love your work on Johnny Strides. Just following up on my previous email about your YouTube channel, Johnny Strides. I'm still confident my insights and 30-second demo video I created can help you reach new heights. No pressure, but let me know if you're interested in a quick chat. Best, Rumen Ahmed. Well, sorry, sir. I am not interested in your services or any of the 10 million people who email me trying to get me to give them money. Funky Child says Jays have no chance against these guys. They got a chance. That was the first inning they didn't have runners in scoring position. 2-0, not the end of the world. What are they saying on Reddit? I really hope this goes 7. The Dodgers just do all the little things the right way. You would say that about the Jays. We sure leave a lot of runners on base. We do. The Dodgers are bigger. They're stronger. They're faster. They've got more facial hair. That was a sad, slow double play. Yeah, Bo just didn't have the hustle there. Blue Jays not inspiring confidence. This game is done. Seems like the Dodgers are either going to win this or the Blue Jays are going to lose this. Not sure which one yet. It's early. It's top of 4, guys. It's top of 4. It's a 2-run difference. That's nothing. Daniel says they have the only pitcher batter since the Babe. No, there's been a lot of guys that were two-way. They have one who's legitimately an all-star at both positions. There's been a number of pitchers over the years who've had decent bats, at least prior to the DH being involved in the NL. All right. Kike Hernandez, 1-1. Where are you watching your stream from? Sportsnet. I have a friend who pays for Sportsnet, and we both just were like, hey, I wonder if I can watch yours at the same time that you can watch it. And lo and behold, we can both watch it at the same time. So I am not using my Sportsnet subscription because I don't got one. Uh-oh, we could be seeing... Actually, Ohtani has been a paper tiger this game. But he might be coming up if one of these bottom 3 guys gets on. Got him! Strikes him out. The DH is just a gimmick. It will never last. How is Bart doing? He's doing well. He's watching the game. He asked me to watch this one with him, but I already committed to doing the stream beforehand. Maybe I'll ask him, where are you watching the game? Let's see. Where is he watching the game? One and one to Edmund. Oh, Buck and Dan are speculating they're not going to let Trey face Ohtani. Hey, my hat's crooked. Less crooked? I think I kind of fixed it. Not that I ever give a fuck. Who is Bart? He's a dude that went to Thailand with me a few years back. He was in a few videos and live streams. Alex Rodriguez or Ohtani, who's a better batter? In their prime, I mean, either one would be hey, got him. Strike 3. All right. Let's get pages. Probably Ohtani, but I mean, that's a lucky 7 situation. Either one, and you'd be thrilled to have him. Fly ball. Straw got it. 3 up, 3 down. We'll take it. This is exactly what I said had to happen last inning, right? I said we had to get their last 2 batters out and then a 3 up, 3 down inning. And Trey Savage did exactly as per my instructions. Jillian Felix is drinking water to stay hydrated. Lou Albano says fly out. Let's take a look at this poll here. 75% of you say the Jays are going to win. 12% Dodgers. 13% don't care. Let's end that poll. Hey, isn't this the dad from White Lotus in this commercial? This Bet MGM commercial? Chris Mills will stick with beer. I'm debating if I want to have a second beer today. I might switch to a coffee or something after this. It was a workout day. You don't want to kill those gains, right? Plus, I'm 100% drinking tomorrow night. I'll be with company. Is your Savage out for the 5th? Probs not. There's a stupid English answer. Probably not. I would have a really hard time making that call. There's a reason why I'm not a major league manager. Well, there's probably 10,000 reasons why. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, his pitch count is low enough. His stuff is like okay, but he's kind of walking that tightrope of like it could easily be 4-5 Dodgers right now. I mean, they had the bases loaded and Ohtani grounded out to first. His command hasn't been like you're happy with it. 2 runs, 4 innings worth versus the Dodgers. That translates to like a 4.5 ERA. Not the end of the world, but the problem is the guy on the other side of him is Snell. Life with the Martindales thinks I'm going to have another beer. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a tea or coffee. And I'll go back to beer if we get back in the game and it gets stressful. Let's go, Jays. Yeah, it looks like your Savage is done. He's getting a hug from the pitching coach. That means he's probably done. Snell's at 57 pitches. So he if he has a quick inning here, he's going to be going 7 innings probably. R&J says, happy Friday to you and guests. Go Jays. What's for dinner? You're having burgers, fries, and Heineken Zero. I had a burger, fries, and that was with a Pepsi Zero, but now I'm having a Mascot lightweight light lager. And yeah, that's my actual physique on the can. Virtually indistinguishable from that dude. Let's go, Kirk. 0-2, fouls it off. Kirk fouled it off a million times in his first at bat. My burger and fries were an Angus burger from Harvey's. And fries was. Where did I learn my grammar? All right, Kirky. Just keep spoiling away these pitches. Well, ideally, get on base, but we'll take it. Hey, that's like right where I was sitting. I swear, that was like section 214 that one went to. That was like actually where I was sitting. In the first row, section 214. Chris Mill says straighten one out. Yeah, man, this guy, he's just fighting off Snell left and right here. Good eye. You'd think a catcher would have the best eye out of anyone on the team, right? Like, literally, their job is catching pitches. Yes! 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 Kirky! The longest single you will ever see. Jack CW says, I'm not going to believe it, but I just caught the foul ball. Nine out of 10 players, or 8 out of 9 players, that's a double. Even Bo Bichette probably turns that into a double. Oof. Oof. I'll take it, but oh man, that's a long-ass single. I thought it might be gone. Varsho lifts one to center. Go, 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 go! Yes! Woo! Dalton Varsho takes Snell deep to center. Deuces, baby. 2-all. Varsho. That's what we do. Woo! You can hear let's fucking go. Jeanette, high five all the way to Houston. Varsho, you fucking beautiful, beautiful human being. And perhaps the best thing about that is we didn't need Kirk to put on the afterburners on the bases. Like, we literally had like a platypus out there running the bases. He got to trot home. Listen to this crowd. Listen to this crowd. I thought that would have been a long fly out off the bat. I was like, oh shit, fly ball deep to center. But no. Let's go, Ernie. Oof. Ernie. That's all right. Just like that, we are knotted at 2. Christos platypus, lol. Alicia Lewis, go Jays, go. Cheers to you. Cheers, Alicia Lewis. Thank you very much. Fellow Midtowner. I just got a text message. Yay. I got another text message. Woo. Come on. Drop, drop, drop. Kike, do you love me? Canada was listening to MLB radio while waiting in line for cheap Costco gas. Fluharty is going to be coming in. Let's go, Jimenez. The good news is Jimenez gets out. We're leading off with Springer next inning. The other good news is Jimenez gets on. Springer is up. Like, genuinely, when your number 9 hitter makes the second or makes the third out of an inning when there's no runners on, you can't hate it. You probably hate that the least of any of your hitters getting out, making a third out. Like, that's literally the best case scenario for one of your players getting out, is your number 9 hitter making a third out with no one on, because you're starting the next inning with the top of the order. But let's go, Jimenez. Pluck one over the right field wall. Do as you do, boy. And we've got Snell at 72 pitches. So, and it's bottom of 4, 2 out. He could make it through 6 at this rate. If he has some really efficient innings, he could even get into 7, but he's also surrendered a home run. So we'll have to see. That's strike 3. Jimenez didn't like it, but that was a strike. And here comes Mason Fluharty. Varsho, you beautiful, beautiful man. Maple Leafs 3, Sabres 5. How are the Raptors doing? Well, they played at 6:30. The Bucks beat them 122 to 116. Whew. All right, let's go. I'm feeling really good. If we can get out of the top of 5 unscathed with this part of the lineup coming up, like, this is just a gauntlet of really good hitters. What are they saying on Reddit? What are they saying on Reddit? Ohtani taking BPs is hilarious. Isn't Snell their best pitcher and their bullpen sucks? Kirk runs like I do when I'm being chased at my nightmares. This is the right call, but it feels like we are using flu in a non-critical stage. Why are Straw and Jimenez in right now? That's a good point. Well, they have a... If we get Snell out, you probably see Straw and Schneider. One of those guys is coming out. We're going to see... I almost said Bargnani, but Barger come in, and Lucas probably. This series will be decided by the weak bullpens. Canadian crowd is much better than the American crowd. Seems like other countries just have better sports crowds overall. All of a sudden, my stomach is in knots. Maybe I should see what the LA Dodger fans are seeing. Let's creep on the Dodger fans. Fans of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers versus Blue Jays, Game 1. Punch, counter punch. Welcome to the World Series. Shohei walks, will be in business. Steal second, bunt, sac fly, boom, lead. All right. I mean, both fan bases nervous, both fan bases optimistic. All right, Fluharty. Let's go. You've got Ohtani, who's 0 for 2. Pipes one right down the middle for strike 1. We'll take it. Other than that one just greatest game of all time, Ohtani's bat has not been all that sparkling these playoffs. There we go. 0 and 2. Let's get this guy out of here. Is there going to be any hip-hop entertainment this World Series? I don't know what you're talking about. Nice pitch, nice pitch. Down and away. You're trying to get Ohtani to chase that. Little too far off the plate, but it was also unhittable. Don't hate it. Goes outside again. I would do the same thing. I would go down and away on this pitch. Don't give him anything in that zone. Down and away. Get him to chase. Ball. Oh, they got him. 2 inches below the zone, but Ohtani didn't swing because he has a great eye. Ohtani doesn't like it. Yeah. Breaking ball. That. That looks like it just barely grazed the zone. I mean, you honestly can't complain either way that call gets made, right? If that's called a ball, you can't complain. We're just on the right side of a very, very borderline pitch there. But hey, the meat grinder continues. We've got Mookie Betts up. Kartik says that was... Yeah, the thing is, when you're a hitter and it's 0-2, anything that's borderline, you can't watch go. You have to pull the trigger and swing. You can't just be like sitting on a pitch and if you don't see what you like, not pulling the trigger. If it's close, you got to pull the trigger. Two and two to Betts. Let's go, Fluharty. Funky Child feels like they're 12-13 again, on the verge of winning another World Series. We got a long way to go before we're on the verge. Base hit up the middle for Betts. It's all right. It's a single. I got a message. Wow, they're neutralizing Ohtani. Well, shutting him down. That's better than neutralizing, right? Fluharty already looks in rhythm. He is sending the ball out faster, says Kartik. Let's go, Mason. Oh, that was in the zone. Ball one, but it should have been strike one. We've had some breaks go our way call-wise, but that was strike one. But it was called a ball. There we go. 1-1. Funky Child says, psychologically, the Dodgers have a lot of pressure to repeat. This might be their downfall. Yeah, and the Jays are kind of playing with house money, right? Nobody thought they were going to get here. And ended up being the best team in the AL. Foul ball. Well, that would have been a hit by pitch. Except he got the bat in the way of it. Hey, Freddie Freeman is an awesome dude. He plays for Canada to honor his late mother, who was born in Toronto. Who is that dude, that Canadian that was awesome? That everybody liked. He was from Etobicoke. How am I? He took the GO train into the city during like an off season one year. How am I forgetting his name? Somebody give me this. Who was the Canadian who was from Etobicoke who played Joey Votto? Joey Votto. I was just about to ask Google.
You're likely thinking of Joey Votto himself. He is a Canadian professional baseball player from Etobicoke.
Thank you, Google. I already figured it out before you. 1-2 to Freeman. Yeah, nothing but respect for Freddie Freeman. And he is having himself an at-bat. Oh, shit! Yes. That was a big cut, and that looked like a deep shot, but Barstow got it. I was one of those idiots in the peanut gallery overreacting on that. Is he going to the bullpen already? Schneider getting super cute. Micromanaging the hell out of the bullpen. It's game one. What are we doing, boys? Fluharty's looking good. Fluharty's looking good. I would leave him in there. Fuck these lefty-righty matchups and the splits. He's going to go through the whole bullpen like this. Kartik says, what the hell? Like, I don't like this move, but I understand it. But I don't like it. I would have left him out there to finish the job. Oh, it is what it is. VidIQ. Hey, to grow on YouTube, you need to do this. Stop dreaming. Make it happen. Lock in your VidIQ membership at 50% off forever. All right. I will not do that. How's Johnny Strides doing? Ooh, 40,000 views over the last few days. What do you know? Streaming 3 days in a row is good. Part of the thinking, though, might be that Fluharty only saw 3 batters, right? So you could theoretically plug him into a different part of the lineup and still nobody has seen him before, right? I think that's also part of the thinking, because by like the third time over the course of a series, the player has seen a pitcher, the hitter's numbers go way up. So the less they see Fluharty in this game, the more you can use him down the road. So that's part of the logic here with taking him out. He only saw 3 batters, so you can just bring him in tomorrow. And if he sees a different part of the lineup, technically not everyone has even seen him once. I forget the rules. Can Fluharty come back to pitch? Tomorrow he can. But no, once you're out, you're out. I've got like this much beer left. Let's go. Pop fly, right field. Routine ball, Miles Straw. Sir Anthony Dominguez, usually the setup man. Bringing him in. All right, so Snell's probably coming back out. And this could be the last we see of Snell. See ya, Will Smith. Harjot reminding everyone the Leafs are playing tomorrow. Chris Mills says this guy throws smoke. Alicia Lewis is just waiting for who to call in. Hey, man. I can criticize that decision all I want, but obviously it was a good one. Cable companies salivating right now. Commercial break, 1 pitch commercial break. Sir Anthony earned his noble title right there. Schneider versus Roberts feels very much like kid who eats paste versus kid who eats boogers as a managerial matchup. Commercials, 1 pitch commercial. Sir Anthony is a dope ass name, I have to say. It's 46 degrees Fahrenheit in Toronto, whatever the hell that is, and 70 degrees in LA. I can only ever hear his name as Sir Anthony Dominguez. Me too. Will Smith's children's have no talent. Just reading some of the comments. Schneider will be manager of the year. Probably. Someone on the Dodgers questioning going to your 3rd pitcher already. Yeah, Schneider, he lives to make pitching decisions. This guy lies in bed just thinking about changing the pitcher with his Astroglide in one hand. And I don't know what his other hand would be doing. What do you do with your... I don't know. It's a little deep for this stream, but... Schneider's definitely addicted to pulling his pitchers. But we're going into bottom of 5 here. Who do we got coming up for the Jays? Springer, Schneider, Guerrero Jr. If this wasn't Snell on the hill, if they went to a righty, we would probably be looking at Springer, Lucas, or Barger than Schneider or Guerrero. I think Schneider and Straw are going to come out for Lucas and Barger when we start seeing a righty on the hill. Let's go. Springer 1-0. Snell's at 74 pitches. If he has a quick inning, we'll probably see him for the 6th. I mean, the Dodgers bullpen is the big question mark this series. Springer! Soft line drive to left field. We'll take it. Chris Mills says relies too much on analytics. The one thing that analytics is completely irrelevant on are the actual situation of the game. Like when they pulled Jose Barrios to go to Yusei Kikuchi, who was a starter, they were using analytics to justify that decision. But Kikuchi doesn't come out of the bullpen. He's not a reliever. We don't know how the hell he performs against anyone coming out of the bullpen. Like that completely invalidates all the data you have, because that's not a situation that ever applies to him. So I hated that decision so much. You know, a pitcher's preparation when they're starting versus when they're coming out of the pen is worlds apart, especially if it's not the thing they do normally. I hated that. You can say you used analytics, but you didn't use analytics. You used stupidity on that decision. And Durant, 2-1 on Schneider here. What do those people that paid $7,000 a seat do for a living? I'm sure some of them do quite well, but I'm sure some of them, you know, just put it on the old MasterCard and are going to be paying 22% on that pretty soon. Ooh, that was off the plate. Schneider takes ball 3, but the ump called it strike 2. John Schneider uses analytics more than a walk tuber. We got hosed on that one. It should be 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. How much better is baseball going to be when we just have full-time automated ABS? 1,000 times better, at least. I don't get why people boo on a pickoff. Like, why are you booing? There's nothing to boo there. Especially now that they're limited. All right, Schneider fights it off. Ooh, Barger standing up. Chris Mills says they have different priorities. Yeah, man, if money was no object, if I was like worth 7 figures and had that, I would pay whatever I could get a ticket, like the $1,200 or whatever. But it's Looney Tunes when you think how expensive these tickets were. Shit, double play. Fuck. That's the second double play they've turned, I think. Chris Mill says, my boo sounds like a foghorn. If you ever hear me booing a pickoff attempt and you're near me, I will give you $100 cash. Like, if I didn't have it on me, I'd send you an e-transfer. Like, people who boo pickoffs don't know what the fuck they're watching. There's nothing to boo there, especially in today's game where they can only throw over so many times. All right, let's go, Vladdy. 0-1, swings and misses. Snell at 82 pitches. We might see him come out for 6 here. In fact, we will see him come out for 6. Ooh, 0-2. There's one thing the Dodgers do this year is ride their starters, which is kind of the opposite of what the Jays do. I mean, we're already 3 pitchers in. Vladdy. All right. I think it's time for beer number 2. It's a close enough game. But thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back. I'm going to do a little feet up action. This is how I play normally. I grab the old controller. This is an amazing controller, by the way. I have Xbox One controllers. I had DualShock 4 and the DS5, actually. But David just subscribed. Thank you, David. But I've been using this Game Sir. I think it's the Cyclone. I went from playing Rocket League to playing a game called Chivalry. Now all I play is Rematch. That's like literally the only game I play. But this controller is fucking awesome. Zach McNally says just subscribed. Would be nice to see the Blue Jays win the first 2 games here before heading to LA, having the edge on them. And all but assuring that if the Jays don't win the World Series in LA, the series comes back to Toronto. I was just text messaged, staying alive. We are staying alive. I know what I can do. Get this chair up a little bit. Let's get comfy. All right, who's coming up? Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Well, who's the roided up dude next to Marlins man? Saw him last series as well. All right, Dominguez gets Teoscar to swing. Teoscar. Chris Mill says, imagine Game 7 at the Skydome. That would be amazing. Yoshi says they're playing some Splatoon tonight. Some baseball fan you are. Just kidding. Maybe not. I couldn't imagine doing something other than watching the game right now. Like, Ken's out streaming. Like, look how early I ended my live stream just so I could, like, get some shit done, come home, and, like, just watch the game in its entirety. Oh, by the way, we're going to have another beer. This one is a Bud Light Hazy Pale Ale, 4%, another light beer. From the folks at Blood Brothers Brewing, Toronto, Canada. There's Varland. Looks like he's going to make his 11th playoff appearance. That dude's arm is going to fall off. But Dominguez throwing smoke, getting Hernandez to a whiff, 2-2. Diaries of Sarika is still here. Thank you. We've got 124 people watching. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Super chat your life savings. Just kidding. Not really. All right, I'm kidding. But thank you for watching, guys. Yes! Strike three! Strike three! You complain, you little bitch, but that was clearly a strike. Dave Roberts said that's a ball. No. You see, we got this little box. And we put our faith in that little box. And now we get the better box. The one that's more accurate. And that one confirms it's a strike. Diva Tequila says, huge party in here tonight. Oh, we partying hard. Annette, watching here in the burbs of Chicago. Are you a White Sox fan or a Cubbies fan? It would have been crazy back in the day going to like a game at Wrigley and then a game at Old Comiskey in like the same weekend or even the same day. Just imagine going to those two stadiums, especially pre the Wrigley renos. That would have been pretty wild. Digital Blade says the Sportsnet stream and Johnny's stream are perfectly aligned. Love it. You know, if you're Pop Fly, Ernie, you know, if your streams are not aligned, all you got to do is pause the one that's ahead by the difference and then unpause it, and they will magically align. Johnny, at what age did you stop playing ball? 17. I was on the high school team in grade 12, but I'm so old, we had grade 13. It was called OAC. I didn't play that year. That was also the year I stopped playing rep baseball. And no, I don't think I missed out on a big league career. I was usually like, I always played at the highest level. Like we called it AAA, or, you know, I also played on the high school team, but I was always like never batting lower than 6. I was really fast. So occasionally I would bat leadoff once in a while when like whoever our leadoff dude wasn't played, or if he was just on the bench to start the game. But usually I was somewhere 6 through 9 in the lineup. Not a lot of power. I have one home run that cleared the fence that I can remember. Probably batted about 275 overall, which I guess is okay, but not when you consider that, you know, they're 65, 70 mile per hour fastballs I was facing. Let's go. 1-2 on Kike Hernandez with 2 outs. Let's get out of the inning. Yes, got him. Strike 3. Christo says he is throwing smoke. Indeed, he is. And my phone lights up with messages. Nice pitching. He's throwing smoke. Let's take Dominguez and buy him a nice steak dinner after this game. He deserves it. Also, let's run him out for the next inning. He is on. What are they saying in the LA Dodgers game chat? Losing by a mistake pitch from Snell, man. Come on. I have a bad feeling about this. Pathetic inning. Fucking pathetic. It's funny how the opposing viewpoint won't give you credit for having just lights out pitching. They're just saying pathetic at bats, pathetic at bats. Bro, what the fuck? Goddamn. Like, give Sir Anthony some credit. He was throwing smoke. Nasty pitches. Yeah, the main game thread. Great inning from Sir Anthony. Fastball looks good. Imagine how awesome baseball would be if instead of commercials, they just showed the pool scene from Wild Things between innings. Fun fact, my drama teacher in high school, his daughter was in that pool scene. It was Nev Campbell. And boy, that was awkward when Wild Things came out when we were in high school. A girl-to-girl kiss was a little bit risque back then. What else are they saying here? This is bad. Dodgers getting frustrated with the ump. This stretch is going to be painful to watch. Ooh, this game, man, this fucking game. What a great game. You Savage navigating some rough situations in the opening innings, escaping, having only given up 2 runs against the best dang team in the National League. I would say baseball, but I think that's us. Wouldn't it be nice to have baseball cheerleaders in place of television commercials? They would point the camera at the cheerleaders for each team. Imagine if they did that, and as a viewer, you could pay like $2 to like skip the commercials and just watch that. I wonder if that would work. Kartik says Jays looked a little nervous in the start, but they've gotten their shit together. Dodgers are starting to make mistakes. A cagey game so far. That is an apt description. I mean, these are just 2 like fucking good teams trading punches, right? They punched us in the face. We punched them back right in the face. There's a Canadian flag for some reason in the upper deck. We know where we are. Bichette. As predicted, Snell is here for... I think this is it for Snell. He's at 85 pitches. Unless he gets a really quick 3 up, 3 down here, I bet we don't see him in 7. And how fucking, pardon my French, nice is it to see Bo Bichette back in action. Carl says, got to remember these are the top 2 teams in the entire Major League Baseball at the moment, right? And how nice is that? That like the 2 actual best teams made it through the World Series. That used to be something you would see all the time in baseball, but when they introduced the wild card and the ALDS, it got a little convoluted. The best team wouldn't always, the best team literally would have at worst a 50-50 chance in the championship series. And if they lost to another really good team. Morgan Tristram, $2. Okay, Johnny, cheer. No routine needed. Cheers to you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Cheers to you, Morgan. All right, Bichette. Draws the walk. That a boy. Me and Rush had Hawaiian pizza and watching Johnny Stumbles. I don't think you're with Rush because Geddy Lee is behind home plate right now. Bichette looking good in the field. Had one genuinely nice play that I'm not sure every second baseman gets to. Bo is out of the game. IKF is in. They're not pushing their luck, but you know what? If IKF has to bat in a meaningful spot later in the game. Yes! Yes! No! I thought Kiner Falefa was going to go to third, but we'll take it. Runners on first and second. So with IKF in the game, and if he comes up in a big spot later, you can put Barger in, slide Clement over to second, and put Barger on third. So don't think that IKF's bat is all of a sudden going to be this giant liability in the 4 spot. I bet that's what they're thinking. I bet they're thinking before IKF comes up again, Barger is in there. And then Barger goes to third, Clement goes to second. And for Miles Straw, we're going to see Lucas probably. I like it. I just got a text message. Amazing. Colleen Slater, I just subscribed. Am I in? You are in. Cheers to you, Colleen Slater. Welcome to the watch party. Kartik says Snell is done. 91 pitches. And he's pitching to Varsho. He got a pair on him. Did we not all see what Varsho did last at bat? He has not had great command. And yeah, tip your hat to Treya Savage. He only gave up 2, kept us in the game. Varsho, if you go yard, there will be a statue of you in front of the stadium one day. This game will never be forgotten, even if we lose. We're not going to lose if you do it. But go yard, buddy. But 2-0. This could be Snell's last batter. Ooh. What a good cut. Fouled off. Diva Tequila says, Hiya, you're stuck with us now. Yeah, it's kind of like that movie Saw. You just walked right into the booby trap. Now you can't get out. You go to click X on your browser. That shit doesn't close, or minimize it on your phone. Oof, nice cut, Varsho. Don't hate it. 2-2. Miles Straw getting ready. We might not see Miles Straw. If they go to a righty, I think you put in Nathan Lucas. Varsho fights it off. Yeah, Snell done. 96 pitches. Unrelated right now, but what can one do to score some World Cup tickets in Toronto next summer? Ask ChatGPT. Seriously. Ask an AI. They'll know better than I would. Full count. Full count. There we go. 136 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Oof. We got Ernie on deck. Oh, that guy was wearing an old school All-Star Game t-shirt. Fights it off. Yeah, Snell's at 98 pitches. Dan Levy in the house, lifelong Jays fan. Does that mean Eugene Levy is in the house? Modern day blocks here. Good evening. I read that as Botox for some reason. Let's go of our show. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! He took it for a ride. Whoo! Almost had dinger number 2. Almost had dinger number 2. Digital Blade Canada with the 416. I see what you did there, cheeky boy. Thank you for the 416, Digital Blade Canada. Next super chat 647. Just kidding, but thank you, Digital Blade. Oh, it hits him. Ooh. Ooh. 96 miles per hour. Snell honestly looks like a dude that has been playing Tony Hawk Skater for like 3 days straight. All right. Bases loaded, no out. Finally getting to this Dodgers bullpen. The big question mark. Way to go, Blue Jays. Whew. Let's see what they're saying in the LA Dodger subreddit. All right, time's up. Get him out of there. Snell, bro, you were supposed to be our lights out ace. Still love you, Snellzilla. Welp, need a miracle. We are cooked. Now we have to noble tiger the Jays, who haven't gone down easy at all. Fuck. Yeah, they're going to have to noble tiger our ass. They're going to have to noble tiger our ass. No outs, bases loaded, ending with team incapable of getting easy run. That's what a noble tiger is. The Jays noble tigered earlier this playoffs. What are they saying in the game thread? What are they saying in the game thread? Snell fighting for his life. Can't believe Snell is still in. Oh, they must be delayed in there. Sheehan is the new pitcher. Chris Mills says, Noble, my what? Whew. Varsho must have seen his life flash before his eyes. Yeah, 96 miles per hour coming right at your head. I just got a text message. Oh boy, oh boy. That's the kind of things people send me. William, Cruisin' with William is here. Greetings, Cruisin' with William. Watching a home hardware commercial. Crouching Noble Tiger, Hidden Blue Jay, says Morgan. I like it. I like it. Dodgers fans are viewing this game 3 hours earlier in time, so it's supper hour for them. Addison Barger in the batting cage. I don't know. I think you go with... Actually, you could put Barger into the outfield and then slide him over to third base when you bring Lucas in. Barger playing the outfield and third base at such a high level is such a luxury. Like literally between him and Lucas, they're interchangeable batting wise. But Barger is just a little bit more useful because you can put him on third, move Clement to second, and get IKF out of there. Let's go, Ernie. Oh, yeah. Remember Ernie's bases loaded in Seattle where he literally hit it a few inches in front of the plate and the ball just stuck? Oh, man. I don't think that's even possible at our stadium. They don't water down. Yes! Up the middle! That should be two. That should be two. IKF comes home to score. Oh, it's Kirk. It's Kirk. It's Kirk. That should have been a 2-run single, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Woo! Ken was funny tonight. He goes, Johnny's at home swearing. They must be what? What a hit, Ernie. If it wasn't the platypus on second base, you would have got 2 ribbies on that. IKF, your job. I mean, they pulled Bo for nothing. Bo could have ran that. They pulled Bo for nothing, but that's all good. And here comes Nathan Lucas. And we're going to see Barger come into the 4-hole when it's his turn around. Now that you got the lead, fuck playing the split Schneider. Lefty, righty, that shit don't matter anymore. Maybe from your pitching perspective, but not from the hitting perspective. Ernie Witt just wanted to rewind. Be kind, rewind. I got another text message. My mom says hi. Lou Albano says Garth Orge. Captain Lou Albano. Let's go, Lucas. First pitch swinging down and in. They said one of the big question marks this game. Who is they? I don't know. A lot of people are the Dodgers bullpen. Relatively untested these playoffs. Their starters have just been coasting. But not tonight. Oof. 0-2 to Lucas. That was a great fucking pitch, though. JD says, let's get this, boys. Let's go, Lucas. Fouls it off. 0-2. Lucas has been so good. Whoa, that guy on his phone is kind of like dangling it over the ledge of the 500 level. Pull your hands back a little bit, buddy. I'd be sweating so hard I would drop that thing for sure. Such a big pitch. Whew. Let's go, Lucas. What a fucking game this is. This is King Kong and Godzilla. Fuck this David and Goliath shit. This is Goliath and Goliath. Let's go, Lucas. Who's on deck? Jimenez? Fouls it off. Spoil the pitch. Diva Tequila says, you went outside. How are people, what are you doing outside? What are you going outside for 2 minutes? Are you smoking? What are you doing? It's the World Series. The Jays are hitting. You glue your ass to your seat, young lady, and you watch the game. Let's go, Lucas. Full count. Walk as good as a hit right now. Walk as good as a hit. Walk is as good as a hit. Let's go. Have an eye, buddy. He's got to challenge you. He's got to challenge you. The payoff pitch. Popped up foul. Get out of play. Out of play. Out of play. Yes. Woo. Carl Roth says popcorn refill. What's that? We'll have to investigate. I'll get a PI on Diva Tequila. Can't trust that girl. She's going outside to get some. If you said you're getting some big league chew, I would accept it. Let's go. Inside! Walks a run! Woo! Lorraine McLean says, first baseball game I've ever watched. Welcome to the club. This won't be your last. Welcome to the stream. Colleen says, the suspense, the stress. We got him on the fucking ropes. We got him on the ropes. This is like when you're watching a boxing match and you've knocked the other guy down twice, or the guy you're rooting for, right? We just need that KO now. We just need that KO. Jimenez swings at a pitch way down in the zone. George Springer getting up, baby. George Springer getting up this inning, and he's going to have a runner in scoring position, if not two. No matter what happens, there's not going to be a triple play. Springer's getting up with runners in scoring position. Oh, Jimenez. That's all right. Hey, a former Blue Jay is in the pen, and they've got a lefty throwing. Yeah, their best lefty, sadly. Sad story there. We won't get into it, but it's really sad. Let's go, Jimenez. Last batter went down 0-2 and battled back for a walk. There we go. Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's go, Jimenez. Gertej should order popcorn. 1-2. Yes! Base hit to right field. Is that two? Is that two? Varsho in. Okay, we'll take it. Only one came in, but we'll take it. Jimenez, bottom of the order. Harjot says Blue Jays. They're not just fucking winning. They're doing what the Blue Jays do. Woo! Here comes the text messages. We're killing them. Yay. LOL. I'll reply death emoji. Woo! Jillian says they're doing great. They are. 0 outs for those keeping score at home. Have I been drinking? Yeah, I have ordered pizza for the fellas and already regret it. Man, this was worth every penny to those people who paid to be here. Throwing that pitch on 2 strikes? Wow. Let's go, Springer. What a dude to be up. Ground ball, third base. Ooh, Springer ground balls to short. They take the out at home rather than the double play. Yeah, if he gets rid of this really quickly with the way Springer runs, they possibly could have gone home to first. Chris Orr says Johnny's hammered. Not that hammered. Johnny from Tokyo. The Jays are fucking killing it. BG, you were up all night in anticipation of this, weren't you? This game I had to follow along with Johnny's crew. Tomorrow you're out with the pub. You're out at a pub. Yeah, tomorrow I'm not doing this. I'm not that I wouldn't love to do this. I mean, you guys are awesome, but I'm doing the social thing tomorrow. We love the stream, no commercials. This part of the stream is brought to you by NordVPN. Why sign up with NordVPN? Because if you do, this YouTuber makes money. I don't actually fucking use it. I never use a VPN, but I'll tell you that I've been using this for a very long time because it's my go-to VPN because they pay me to tell you that. I have no integrity. I'm a shill-tuber. Anytime you hear that shit from a YouTuber, there's no way you use that product before they sponsored you. Fuck off with that. You just want to get money. Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. I literally have been sent products and sent them back because I'm like, I'm not sponsoring this. I don't want to. Christo says you don't use a VPN. I have a VPN I use when I need to. It's Windscribe. In 2014 or 15, they had a deal where for $20 you would get a lifetime Windscribe account. So I did it, and I've been with Windscribe ever since. It just works. I have it on all my devices in case I need a VPN. I thought that company would have gone tits up or something by now, but they're still around. I still have my VPN. Same friggin' password, same login. But I don't use it that often, to be honest. When I travel, I use it sometimes. I don't use it at home. I don't know. VPNs are kind of overrated. That's another thing. They make it seem like you have to have a VPN. You're going to get hacked if you don't have a VPN. Homie, don't play that. No. You don't need a VPN most of the time. Here comes Banda, former Blue Jay. Sal Smith says Liberty. Johnny, are you getting drunk? No, I'm getting excited. JD says you're not impressed with the Leafs right now. Hardshot says, am I okay? Digital Blade says I'm a pirate, so it comes in handy. I used to torrent the shit out of, everything, and my old internet provider didn't like it when I did that. But when I turned on the VPN, magically everything just started flying. Bam Bam up. Bases loaded. Ball one. So even though a lefty's in there, they brought in Berger. I love it. Thank you for your services, Davis Schneider. Ooh, I would have brought in Berger for IKF, though. I would have left Schneider in and brought in Berger for IKF. I can't say I love this. Oh, well, it is what it is. Let's go. Two and one. Come on. Time for a KO, Barger. Time for a KO. 3 runs versus this lineup. High drive, right field. Deep. Grand slam! Grand slam! Addison Barger! Woo! You beautiful bastard! Pinch hit grand slam in the fucking World Series. Dude, that shit would be just playing in my mind all night long if I did. I would never stop reliving that moment every single day of my life. Whoo! First at bat in the World Series. 9-2. Barger. That's game, set, match. Probably. Let's not. And here I am saying I would have left in Davis Schneider and pinch hit Barger for IKF. Holy shit. LA Dodgers, you're getting Blue Jade. What are they saying in the LA Dodger game thread? Wow, Dodgers look weak. Fire Judge Steiner. This is so painful. All right, take the loss, study this team all fucking night, and come back better tomorrow. It's just one game. Best of 7. This was never going to be easy. It might be time to punt this one. Really cocky how some of y'all were before this series started. Yeah, the Blue Jays were Vladdy with a bloop hit to center. Woo! Barger, grand slam pinch hit and his first ever World Series plate appearance. Ooh. Look at George Schneider. George Springer. I swear I'm not drunk or high. Just excited. All right, IKF. If I was the manager, this is where Barger would be coming up. Ooh, they're going to be singing in the streets tonight. Thank you, Colleen. Ooh, ball. We'll take it. It should be 0-2. We'll take it. Oh, man. Ooh, high pop fly to left field from IKF. To Kike Hernandez. Hey, man, I said it. We needed to get that KO. We had him on the ropes. It was like when a heavyweight has knocked his opponent down twice. You know things aren't looking good. Fucking Barger just came in and put on an uppercut finish right there. The Leafs and Raptors died for this, and I'm A-okay with that. Whew. Diva Tequila. Did you go outside again? Is that why Barger hit the home run? You're wondering what happened? All right, Kirky, you still got a duck on the pond. Kirk, deep fly ball, left field. It's gone! It's gone! 11-2, Kirk does it. Just keep fucking these boys up. Way to go, Kirk. Woo! Platypus can't run, but he can hit. Colleen says 9-2, 11-2. Gertej says, what is going on? Where's Danny Jansen saying I fucking love it? All right, I got a message mopping the floor with them. Unbelievable. I got a message of like the emoji of a birthday blowing a kazoo or whatever the hell that thing is. Let's go, Varsho. All right, we'll take it. We need to get out of this inning. Boom goes the... All right. I need to calm down. Little restroom break, but unbelievable game, boys. It ain't over yet, but we all know the writing's on the wall. I'll be back. One sec. A little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. Diaries of Sarika also went to the washroom. Whew. Now the Jays can kind of relax a little bit. They don't have to press. Yeah, Varsho's home run that tied the game. That is what set the table for this comeback. Barger, obviously, with the big dong. Home run. I mean, maybe that too. I don't fucking know. But then Kirky. Jennifer Gallet says, sorry, Los Angelinos next time. Diaries of Sarika. You missed a grand slam. IKF on second. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. 185 viewers. Thank you, Blue Jays fans, for tuning in, or possibly just neutral parties. Don't think there's probably very many Dodgers fans watching. If you want to join in the chat, you do have to be subscribed. Sometimes I go outside in the real world and live stream, but I do that over on my other channel at Johnny Strides. I was at the Sky Dome just before the game, live streaming some of the pregame festivities. Kurt Affair says, great video with OG this morning. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Jennifer Gala says, I think we will go to the finals. We have an amazing team. What sport are you talking about, Jennifer Gala? This is the finals. There doesn't get any more final than the World Series. Brandon Fisher gives up a walk. Nobody cares. Nobody's worried. Oh, well. They're like, this would be the biggest collapse in baseball history if we gave this up, probably. It's all good. Prepare for Clayton Kershaw to save the bullpen. This would be awesome if Clayton Kershaw. All right. Andy Pages, 9-hitter here. Whew, up and out of the zone. Johnny calls it the washroom when he steps away, right? I call it the washroom too. Yeah, usually you say washroom in a public space, right? Bathroom in a home, but kind of interchangeable. They don't say washroom a whole lot in the States. They tend to say bathroom, restroom. Washroom's really like a Canadian term. But whatever, we all know what someone's saying when they say any of those words. Greg says, wow, what a score. Yeah, it's a beating. All right, Fisher. Look at Varsho. He looks like he just wants to like have the biggest smile. All right, Fisher, strike three. Here comes Ohtani. Ohtani hasn't done shit this game. He hasn't done a whole lot these playoffs. He had like the single greatest game in the history of the MLB postseason. 3 home runs, 6 shutout innings, and now outside of that game, he hasn't done a whole lot. There's a strike. Nice curveball, Fisher. Restroom is a little pretentious. Who takes a rest in the washroom? Who takes a rest in the restroom? Most people go to the bathroom. They ain't taking a bath. I have a bathtub. I haven't taken a bath in years. There's also a shower in there, if you're wondering. That's what's cool about Asia. In Asia, they just call it toilet. They're like, this is why you're coming here. They'll literally have big signs in a nice restaurant that says toilet that way. One and two. to Otani. Kurt says, I'm so glad we get to hear Buck and Dan Shulman for the World Series. What? You don't like John Smoltz? Strikeout Otani here, man. This could be his last at bat of the game. We're in the top of 7. Probably we'll see him one more time, but this could be it. Let's get the K. Sit this boy down. Sit him down. Oof. Otani ripped it. Ooh. Foul. Doesn't the UK call it a water closet? I don't know. What's weird is in like Australia, and an Airbnb I had in Thailand was like this. The toilet was in like its own little... Oh, Otani home run. Right field. She gone. 11-4. They're chipping away. Take them away, toys. That sucks. That really sucks. John Schneider doesn't look happy. 7-run lead. You got to be happy with the 7-run cushion. That basically erased Kirk's home run. What was I saying? Yeah, in Australia, they have like a little room with just the toilet, but there's no sink in there. And at the Airbnb we stayed at in Thailand, in Pattaya, it was a really nice Airbnb, but like the toilet was in its own little room. Then you would come out, and then there was like a sink and mirror in a different room. And it's just like, shouldn't you like wash your hands before you touch the door in the room you just did a number 2 in? You know, it seems really weird that you wouldn't have a sink in that room. Super, I don't know, for that 1 in 100 times when you're like, maybe I should wash my hands right now. I don't know. Australians, you disgust me with your unhygienic ways. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, let's get Mookie Betts out here. Let's get Mookie Betts here. 1 and 2, top of 7. He went. Strike 3, Mookie Betts, you're out. I just got a message. I'm reading all of my messages. How did you get on this topic? I'm replying, don't know. They must be asking about that. My friend says, LOL, our CEO was just shown on the replay. I think that's where my buddy's going to be sitting tomorrow. Hey, Marlin's man took his coat off. Marlin's man sitting next to Super Jack Dude. Oh and 2. Let's go. Sit this Canuck down. Half Canuck. Colleen says, I heard the toilet water goes in the other direction. In Australia, yeah, they're on the other hemisphere. So, like, gravity just pulls it the other way for reasons I can't. Magnetic something or other. That's a question for ChatGPT. Ball in. All right, let's go, Fisher. Oh, man, you really don't want to have to show them Hoffman this game. You really don't want to have to put Hoffman in there. But if they get a few more runs in, you might have to, just to keep it close. Freeman flies out to right. Barger trotting in. Attaboy. All right, let's get a few more runs in. Sal Smith says that was clean. Just like the topic of conversation. So I was asked, how did you get on this topic? I said, don't know. They said, LOL. I'll reply, skull and emojis. It's wonderful to know that most plumbers in Australia know that water pressure causes shit to travel on, bro, the same as it is in North America. Brother up. All right. Well, Otani got a little consolation prize there. 11-4 Jays. 11-2 just sounds like a thorough beatdown. 11-4 I'll take it. But it's not as pretty as 11-2. Someone in the LA some says, what's the most popular burger chain in Canada? I said A&W or Harvey's. Probably right. Someone upvoted. I said FYI, Canadian A&W, greater sign, the US version. It is true. Oh, we just did okay Blue Jays. Colleen says, you're confused. You say water goes the same. Johnny says the other way. Well, let's ask Google Gemini. When you flush the toilet in Australia, does water go the other way than in Canada, eh? That's a classic question. The idea that water swirls in opposite directions in the northern hemisphere like Canada compared to the southern hemisphere is a popular myth. The common belief is the Coriolis effect, which makes large systems like hurricanes and cyclones spin in opposite directions in the two hemispheres, also dictates the direction of toilet flushes. The reality, the effect is too weak to influence something like that. The direction of toilet flushes is actually determined by the design and jets of the toilet bowl itself. Oh. I did not know that. Well, there you go. Current Affairs says I did a science fair project in high school on that effect. Shows what I would have... If I was on, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would have lost it all if that question came up. All right, Sal Smith going back to nap. You and Diva Tequila. What is up with you guys with leaving, like, this beauty of a game? Greg says toilet trivia. It wouldn't be a Johnny Stumbles channel if we weren't talking about toilets. All right, let's get a few insurance runs. 7 is nice, but... we got to beat them a little better than this. Let's not give them any momentum going into tomorrow. Clement golfs one to center field, but that's an easy out. Am I sniffing Brendan Little coming in this game? I wouldn't hate it. Also, why do French people put toilet water on themselves? Eau de toilette. Is that the joke there? Let's go Nathan Lucas. Name is spelled Lukes. Occasionally, you'll hear opposing announcers call him Lukes. But I think everyone knows who he is by now. But I would always watch the away feeds just to see what they're saying about the Jays. And a lot of times he would be called Luke's. Ooh, nice play by Muncy. Lucas made that pretty close. Greg says American Standard is the best toilet. No, Kaiser is the best toilet. Just ask Al Bundy. All right, who's up? Jimenez. This is fine because we start the next inning off with Springer if he gets out. Who's this pitcher? Rob Lesky. The WR is a Rob. That's an interesting way. It's like wrong. All right, Jimenez. 1 for 3. Eau de toilette comes from the need to cover the toilet smells with fragrance. Maybe Regenerative Designs Australia. Hey, we could have used you when we were talking about which way the toilet swirls down under. Hey, where'd the box go around the plate, Sportsnet? They just took the little box that goes around the plate off the screen. There it is. It's back. Why'd they take it off last pick? Can we complain? I would like a refund on my Sportsnet subscription during the bottom of the 7th inning when it was a 3-2 count to Andres Jimenez. The strike zone box disappeared. Thank you. Foul ball. Oh, you were here? You said it. I don't know. Thanks for reconfirming. Hey, can't hate that contribution from Bichette. And Jimenez. Fighting off pitches here. Ground ball up the middle. Womp womp. 2 more to go, boys. 2 more to go. Hey, Bassett's getting some burn. If we're seeing Bassett now, that must mean Max is going to pitch game 4. The best toilet is the one you need. Since this is the topic of the Tour de... I insert some fancy sounding French word. I went to Italy today just to use the facility. Let me walk away again. I'll bring 2 more, says Diva Tequila. Yeah, why don't you go for a swim in the lake and come back? We'll be doing much better. Hey, we're seeing Jamie Campbell and Joe Siddell. Props to Rogers. They're missing out on a lot of commercial money. This would have been an amazing game to have attended if tickets weren't thousands of dollars, says my friend. I agree. I just messaged Bart. I said, good game, eh? How was the toilet at Italy? It's excellent. Diva Tequila says, sounds like a plan. I'll meet you there. Was that your boyfriend or your husband who, like, is pretty jacked and does a lot of calisthenics? Chris Mill says Sportsnet coverage is superior. It is, but I always like to see a different perspective. I always watch the away feeds or the other teams' feeds whenever I can. If you're over 40 years old and grew up in the GTA, this is like reliving your childhood. Kind of. I remember watching the World Series. I remember watching a lot of Blue Jay games, but I don't remember too many individual moments. The moments I absolutely remember are Joe Carter catching the ball at first base against the Braves to win in 92 and then jumping up and down, and then Joe Carter hitting a home run. Though, like, I remember the triple play that wasn't. I distinctly remember that. I remember Alomar's home run off of Eckersley in 92 to tie the game. Like, I remember bits and pieces, but there's a lot of holes in my memory. I mean, I was 12 years old, right? Diva Tequila says, if you think he's jacked, wait till you see me. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't go to the gym at all. Jeanette wishes she had a hot dog, nachos, and an ice cold cherry Coke. Cherry Cokes. Ooh. Their cherry flavored any pop is so good. Whether it's a Mountain Dew, a Coke or Pepsi, a 7-Up, Sprite. If it's cherry flavored, that shit is cherry flavored Dr. Pepper I had once. Pretty sure I had that. I might be making this up. Is there or was there cherry flavored Dr. Pepper? I'm pretty sure I've had that. It was amazing. The original Dr. Pepper itself is described as having a no Dr. Pepper cherry, so they've had it. All right. I know I've had that. April says, my night is good. Welcome, April. E-Story says, Dr. Pepper cherry. All right, Smith, 1 and 2. It's good to see Chris Bassett get some burn. Bassett can probably just finish the game here. Just leave him in there. Good job, Vladdy, with the easiest ground ball you ever will feel. I feel really, really comfortable with Bassett. The less they see Hoffman, the better. Plus, they only saw Dominguez a little bit. Allrood, I remember Allrood. He really dropped off, though. I think it was like, what, August when he was 400, and by the time we got to October, it was 360 something. I said in my live stream earlier today when I was walking around the Skydome before the game, I think Allrood's like the most underrated player or underappreciated player from the 92-93 teams. Diva Tequila was born on Bob Marley's birthday, so leave me be. You can have all the drinks for me, none for you. Awesome. I don't think I was born on anyone, or there's anyone born on my day that was quite that legendary. All right, 0-2. Let's go, Bassett. I asked for who are the most famous people ever born on the same day as me, and fucking Drake came up. 0-2. Drake. Famous for being one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Emma Stone. Sally Field. Pat Tillman. Oh, that guy who was killed in Afghanistan. I was born on the same day as Pat Tillman. Diva Tequila says I got Drake. Something tells me if you could reincarnate Bob Marley and watch him live or watch a Drake concert, people would choose, like 9 out of 10 people would choose Bob Marley. Plus, Bassett is a free agent next year. Show us stuff in the playoffs. So is Bo Bichette. If anything, we want to make these guys want to be with us, even if they take a small pay cut, or if all things are equal, like stay with the team that just won the World Series, or go play for some booger-eating nobody, right? Sam McDaddy is the new Drake, says Kurt Affair. 2-2 count to Teoscar Hernandez. Well, if we keep rolling, this is the last time we have to see this part of the lineup. Ooh, nice pitch. Nice pitch. Just outside. Almost got him to chase it. Muncy on deck. Look at Shohei. Yeah, you're probably getting up again, boy. 6. He might not get up. We could go 7, 8, 9. If we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're probably seeing Shohei again. Bassett didn't like it. All right. Is this going to be a shut him down or hang on for your dear life kind of day? Lori M says Trump and me share a birthday. Oh no. You share a birthday with the demented one. Steerike. Max Muncy batting .226 with 1 homer and 1 ribby in the playoffs. And they played the wild card round too. That is not amazing. They've really been doing it with their starting pitching these playoffs. Slushy Wolf got their Jays hat today. And Will Klein warming up in the pen. Dave Roberts looking kind of concerned. Let's go, Bassett. There we go. Steerike 2. Hey, we got 171 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, etc., etc. Otani hit a home run. Meh. Jeanette shares a birthday with the USA, July 4th, but was born in Toronto. Jeanette, did you ever share that you were born in Toronto? Maybe you did like 100 times and my little brain just didn't have room to store that information, but it makes more sense. Ooh. 2-1. Muncy is normally a scary at bat. He's been kind of cold these playoffs. Johnny stumbles on a Friday. I'm allowed to bug the shit out of you. You can bug the shit out of me on a Sunday. It's all good. Yes! What a curveball. Way to drop it in there, Bassett. We got to leave Bassett in here for 9. You stopped watching the game, so tired just watching this stream now, says Diaries of Sarika. For the love of God. Watch the game over this stream. Ooh, of all the bad decisions you can make in life. Johnny, will you be going out and streaming after the game tonight? No, I stream before the game. Honestly, people are going to be happy, but it's like a game, the first game. Like, honk some horns, go around, hoot and holler a little bit, but it's not going to be like a big party, or it shouldn't. Like, that's a little premature. Like, hey, we won game 1. Yes, be very happy, but don't be like climbing lampposts or traffic lights or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of work to do, right? The Mariners went up 2-0 against us and we came back. So tomorrow's a new day, a new game. You take your win and you soak it up, but don't get too excited. That's why they call the crew October's very own. Slushy Wolf says we need... Well, 3 wins would be nice, but 4 would be even better, right? What are my plans for Halloween? Got him! Whoo! 1 more inning to go. 3 more outs. Yes, Diva Tequila, you give it a thumbs up. And then you get your ass back in the lake and go for a swim. Johnny Stumbles, I think you saw at Rosedale subway station. When? I was at Summer Hill today. I walked by Rosedale, kind of. 1 win tonight will make that game that much more exciting tomorrow. You know, a win tonight, and if they lose tomorrow, you don't feel that deflated, right? But if they lose tonight and they lose tomorrow, you feel like the fucking world is about to end. Like when the Mariners went up 0-2 and we had to go back to their house for 3 games, not a good feeling. I mean, I felt miserable during game 1 when I was there in person and they lost. Sports is such a roller coaster. And it's crazy that ultimately, of all the teams in the playoffs, only one doesn't leave absolutely heartbroken and their fan base heartbroken. But when you win, it's like the best feeling ever. That's why you go on this ride. I'm watching a commercial for Fidelity Investments. Lorraine was born on July 1st. Oh, we got the counterpoint. Jeanette's born on Uncle Sam's birthday. I don't think Canada has... We don't have like an Uncle Sam equivalent, do we? Springsteen, Deliver Me movie. You saved my life because of your accident, screw Drake. I don't know what you're referring to, but good to know. Johnny Stumbles, I was at Bloor Young Station today and it was packed as hell, as is often the case at the busiest subway station in the country. All right, boys, let's go. We're watching like a montage of the big moments. Varsho's homer, Barger's grand salami. Kirk, someone raising a Mexican flag when Kirk was walking around or around in third. Awesome. Imagine how packed the subway will be. It's not that bad after a baseball game. The Skydome kind of empties out in such a staggered manner that, and a lot of people go to St. Andrew, some people, or Union, that it's not that bad. The subway can easily handle the crowd after the game. Like, trains are running every few minutes. A lot of people are going to the GO train. Driving is the nightmare. Like, if you drive into the city and expect to not sit in traffic all night, well, you kind of deserve it. But Jeanette Morales, really enjoying your baseball commentary and all the Stumbles Pals. Probably the Stumbles Pals a little more than the commentary, but cheers to you, Jeanette. Thank you so much for the super chat as George Springer chases a 90-mile-per-hour pitch outside. Thank you so much, Jeanette. Idian says, can I get membership, please? Membership is available. Can't just hand it out like candy. You got to sign up. But it's appreciated. I thought about doing this on the other channel, on the Strides channel tonight, but I think this kind of thing belongs on this channel. Colleen says, Johnny took me for walks, made me feel normal. Well, glad you found some usefulness out of it. Springer pops up to left center. Easy catch. Second story says, I drove to a game a few weeks ago. It was pretty rough. Not as bad as leaving an Ottawa Senators game, though. You would think like an arena in the middle of nowhere would be a better driving option than the heart of a giant city, but nope. LA is another example of that, right? Like, it's just a car-infested suburb where Dodger Stadium is located, and apparently it's miserable getting in and out of that place on game day. Here comes Barger with his grand salami. Flick Hunter. The beers have been powering tonight's stream. Courtesy of, and Barger is powering the Blue Jays offense with a seeing eye ground ball on the left side. Way to go, holy shit, Blue Jays. What a find this young stud has been. Whew. Plays the outfield, plays a very good third base. Like, this kid is invaluable. And if they've got a righty on the hill tomorrow night, Barger's going to be in the starting lineup. So will Lucas. Oh, Yamamoto. Yeah, for sure Barger's going to be in the lineup and Lucas. Where do you hit Barger? Because you have Bichette in the 4-hole. Do you put Barger 5? Yeah, you want to put him between Bichette and Kirk probably. And then you have Varsho. Varsho is going to be that far down. Like, we are stacked. That Barger starting lineup is a very deep, deep lineup. I mean, especially now with IKF on the bench and Bichette's bat in there. Just reading some of your messages. But thanks for dropping in, Flick Hunter. I know you're glued to the game. As our superstar is at the plate. There's Clayton Kershaw. Man, I want to see Kershaw pitch in the same game as Max at some point. Vlad golfs one to right. Lazy fly ball. Easy out. All right, here comes that power hitter, IKF, in the cleanup spot. You know, I thought for sure Barger was going to pinch hit for IKF, and Barger was going to slide over to third base, and Clement was going to go to second. But Schneider that genius that he is, had Barger pinch hit for Davis Schneider. And Barger hit a grand slam. Jays are pounding the Doyers, says Daryl Chid. Gertich says the Blue Jays are winning. David says, love the show. Thank you. The show is me watching the baseball game. Hey, Lauer is up. We haven't seen much Bassett and Lauer all playoffs. All right, IKF. You could be the last Blue Jay to hit this game. And if you get out, you better be the last Blue Jay to hit this game. That's for damn sure. Can you believe I have to edit a video after this and upload it for tomorrow morning? Looking forward to doing that. It's 11:15. Shit, I'm going to be up to like 2. IKF golfs one to left, but it's a lazy fly ball. Easy catch. Woo! We going to 9. I'm going to stream snipe you someday. Hey, I got Canadian and I didn't pay a 20 a can, says Colleen Slater. All right. Can Lauer prevent a 7-run bottom of the 8th or top of 9? Who we got coming up? We got... What am I watching here? Edmund is coming up. So we got the 8, 9, 1 hitters. So we got to get Edmund and Pages out. And then you just need one of Otani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, Hernandez, Muncy to seal the game. I'm good. We got to get 8 and 9 out, though. You got to get 8 and 9. Well, you don't have to. You have a 7-run lead, but you don't want to give them any more runs. 11-4 is a nice little beatdown. Can I do a walk around Canada's Wonderland? Maybe. Maybe. Marge says, how the hell is my feed ahead of me? Probably because you paused the stream and your feed caught up somehow. You can move this feed. If your feed is not synced with the game, you can pause the feed that is ahead by the difference and then, you know, unpause it. Watching a Jose Bautista commercial. Three outs away from a glorious Game 1 victoire versus them pesky Dodgers. Someone on the LA Dodgers subreddit wrote, I waited a week for this. Final, Dodgers 12, Jays 11. Have to watch to find out how. Jays strikeouts 4, Dodgers strikeouts 12. That is Blue Jays baseball in a nutshell right there. Put it in play. Limit the Ks. Lee, thank you so much with the super chat. Lee, #1 fan. Cheers to you, good sir. I'll drink to that as we watch highlights of Barger's Grand Salami. If you're watching the Sportsnet feed. But cheers, Lee. Thank you very much. Winfield wants noise. There's a classic saying. How amazing was that? We had Winfield in 92. And what a loss he was not coming back to 93. And then they got Paul Molitor. It was like, you know, an all-time Hall of Famer just gets replaced with another guy who's right up there. There we go. They got Edmund out. All right, let's get Pages out. Winfield's the seagull guy? Yeah. He threw a baseball at a seagull. He says it wasn't on purpose, but we all know it was on purpose. Those seagulls were known to be pests at Exhibition Stadium. And I think he was on the Yankees when he did it. That's how he got the name Seagull. Oh, shit. Did I accidentally super chat you 550? No, sir. I did not see anything of that amount come through. Some people aren't happy with the World Series. Deep down, what everyone wants is the Stanley Cup. Hell no. I would take a World Series any day of the week over a Stanley Cup. It is what I would probably take a Stanley Cup over an NBA championship. I mean, we got one of those, but we can never have enough World Series. This is the pinnacle of what we can win in Canada. Yeah, I said it. I mean, a Canadian team hasn't even won the cup in what? How long? Decades? Catch it, catch it! Barger! 1 out away. We are 1 out away. Which means no matter what happens tomorrow, we will not feel like shit. Going down 0-2 is such a horrible feeling. Winning game 1, I think I will stream tomorrow night, says Diaries of Sarika. Lauer versus Ohtani. Man, Bassett and Lauer can be such valuable assets. Get some swing in, 93. Like, my mind is blown that we didn't see more Bassett and Lauer in the Yankees and Mariners series. Like, Digital Blades Candace says, I disagree with you on TFC, though. They were champs on this content. Yeah, but it was Toronto FC. Like, nobody gave a fuck. No offense, but, like, soccer fans cared, which is cool. But, like, nobody else cared. Like, the whole city is watching the World Series right now. The whole city was watching the Raptors in 2019. The whole city would be watching the Leafs. Toronto FC... Toronto Argos, I'm happy. It's awesome. But, like, the next day, you instantly forget about it. This is something that's going to be like a feel-good for weeks and weeks. And then all the way through the off-season, you're just going to be smiling thinking about it. I mean, I guess a soccer fan would feel that way about the TFC, but... All right, let's go. Let's go, Lauer. 3-1 to Ohtani. You walked him. But yeah, like when the TFC were in the finals, you didn't have a bunch of non-soccer fans paying thousands of dollars to want to go see them or even go out of their way to watch them. Whereas there are hundreds of thousands of people that don't know shit about baseball watching this right now. You're European, so soccer is everything. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect the Toronto FC. It's just... It's a minnow, and the Jays are a shark, right? Let's go. Let me go for that swim so we can baseball, says Diva Tequila. All right, Lauer, you walked Ohtani, but that would have been sweet, ending the game the same way we started it off. What kind of camera work is that? What the hell? The pickoff showed Addison Barger. Lauer throws to first, and Sportsnet shows us... Oh, they're challenging it. Show us the friggin' pickoff. Well, you get 2 challenges. You might as well challenge it. But I haven't seen the pickoff yet. That was horrendously bad on Sportsnet's part. He's out. I think he's out. Yeah, he's out. Ohtani picked off. Ohtani picked off. There's no way he's not out. Which means New York is going to call him safe. How sweet would it be to pick Ohtani off? Oh, fuck. Ohtani picked off to end the game is just delicious. I mean, the crowd, this will be the least satisfying ending to a game. The crew chief is going to feel like he just hit a home run and walked off the game himself if he's out. No! I mean, I don't want the game to end that way. Look at Ohtani. Look at Ohtani. He knows he was out. Well, Buck and Dan thought he was out. I would be more upset if it wasn't 11-4. Yeah, that's exactly it. There is zero chance LA comes back. Famous last words. Bets out of play 1 and 2. Let's go, Lauer. What if the Jays got Shotani as a free agent? Ohtani will literally be in a wheelchair next time he's a free agent. Him and Vladdy will be playing bridge at the old folks' home with one another. Let's go, Lauer. Let's go, Lauer. Ooh, Betts ripped it. Here's the game. Here's the game. 2 and 2. Foul ball. It always does that. You think you're about to erupt, and then the dude fouls it off. Ooh, how good is it to see Lauer on the bump? We should have been seeing a lot more of this dude. A little less Brendan Little. Let's go, Lauer. Yes! Woo! One down, 3 to go. Okay, BJ's, says Howard Charco. Flick Hunter, Jays win. You're working some magic, Flick Hunter, with your superstitions. It worked for the first 2 series. No matter what happens tomorrow, we feel good. We win tomorrow. Amazing. We lose tomorrow. It's cool. We still got this. I mean, tomorrow's a new day, but we got our ace going to the hill. They also have they have aces 1A and 1B. So their 1B is going tomorrow. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy, but hey, man, we got a lot of knocks for our bullpen being shaky. Their bullpen ain't looking so hot. Right? We just got to stick to the plan. Knock out their starter. And the way we get guys on and put the ball in play, we can put up crooked numbers better than they can. So, all right, 191 viewers. Chef Mero Cook says, love this game. Loved hanging out with you guys. I will not be doing this tomorrow, most likely. Got plans. Going to be watching the game with some peeps on a 77-inch OLED TV. Not mine. Mine's only 65, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Probably get some food, get to kick back. Hazel May interviewing Addison Barger. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mark D, $7. Go Jays. Thanks for the live. Hey, I heard your birthday is around this weekend. Well, thank you, Mark D, for the $7. Cheers to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mark D. Oh, Hazel May just asking some fluff questions to Barger. But Blue Jays 11, LA Dodgers 4. Let that sink in. Don't start the party too soon. I would not go street party right now. That's a bad sign. We did not just win the World Series. We got 3 more to go. But thank you, Phuket Walk. Thank you to our mods, channel members, everyone who's a member or supports the other channel, Johnny Strides, the guy who's a little more serious. Carl Roth, Daryl, Annette, Colleen, Diva Tequila, Alicia Lewis, everyone who just showed up and watched. You guys are awesome. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to go bask in some winningness before I edit a video. Will I ride on the subway tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow might be a hop or lift kind of day. We'll find out. Harjot, good night. But yeah, 3 more to go. 3 more to go. We just got to win one less game than they do. It's amazing, but it ain't going to be easy. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Go Jays, go. I'll be live probably Sunday night on this channel. Not watching the game. We'll be hanging out. But thank you and good night. Yoink.